Wagwan, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dreycosting. If it's the first time over here, right, and you're a new viewer and not an existing subscriber, what we do over here is that we analyze the financial market, like chop it up in pieces, right? So each and everyone can understand, right? So if this is the type of content that you're into, please consider subscribing, right? So today we're going to look at what trades I took for the week, the profit that I made for the week, right? And some other stuff that I called out on Sunday with the US30 and the German 30 and how they played out, right? So, but before we get into it, a quick disclaimer. All right, GBPCAD, right? So this GBPCAD was my first loss for the week, right? So I'm not going to talk about the two first profits that you see because those are like minor, right? So let's talk about the big stuff, right? So GBPCAD. So textbook trade that I normally do is that I had this downtrend coming right here, right? Price broke this downtrend, right? Hit this resistance right here, and to show me that it's still in a downtrend, right? So I did this textbook trade right here. Swung here, right? Created a lower high right here, right? So it created a lower high right here, right? Lower high. So at this point, right, I said to myself that the basic of trading has been confirmed. However, I had my stop loss right above that lower high, right? But guess what? Price did this, right? Price reverse, hit my stop loss out before it actually went down. I was like, damn, bummer, right? So I lost this trade. All right, I made a loss of $118 on this trade, and I said, okay, cool. So I stick to my method no matter what on the next trade. All right, let's go through. All right, Euro Swiss franc, right? So same textbook method, right? It was a downtrend. Let's broke that downtrend, right? This resistance right here. It broke through the resistance, retest, and when it actually retested right here, I said to myself that it's gonna go up, right? So it broke this downtrend, retested above that resistance, and I said, all right, it's gonna go up, but it didn't play out that way. Price just did this and continued to went down and it up my stop loss, right? And that was another bummer on the EURCHF. So on the GBPCAD before, right? I think the mistake that I made was not paying attention to what's going on in the financial market currently, where the pound pairs were actually taking a hit because of when Boris, the Prime Minister of England, right, he announced tighter COVID restrictions. So that actually had a lot of effect on the pound pair. So when I calmed down and realized what was going on, I said, all right, let's recalculate and touch these pound pairs again. All right, EURJPY, same textbook trade, right? Price was in this uptrend right here, right? Creating higher highs and higher lows, right? Broke this low right here and broke the trend line, right? Came below this minor resistance, right? And retest. So this flag that you see that I draw right here, right? This is where I entered on the trade, right? And I just went down in profit right here. Same textbook trade. No rocket science or anything like that, right? So this is how I profited on EURJPY for that 243. And I'm going to show you how I close out my week with a banger because I really believe in what the pound pairs were doing for this week after Boris announced tighter restriction for COVID-19. All right, GBPNZD, right? So same textbook trade as the EURJPY, right? Price was in an uptrend, right? Creating higher highs and higher lows, right? Price broke the previous low, right? Broke the previous low right here, right? And when price broke the previous low, it also broke the trend line. And it also broke this minor resistance retest, respected the minor resistance, and when it actually retests, I entered, right, and actually came down here, right? So it's a simple textbook trade that I always do, right? So this is the GBPNZD, right? And this is a trade that I called out in my group, right, for the week. So that's how I took my trades for the week. Very simple textbook trades, right? So I'm just going to give you guys an update on the US30 and the German 30 and to see how they played out, right? Oh, but before I go to that, I actually marked up the GBP-JPY as well. So let's look at that first, right? GBP-JPY, right? So you guys can recall that from the Sunday markup, right? From the Sunday markup, I called out this, right? So it out very nicely, right? So price swung here, retest below the minor resistance after breaking here, right? And came all the way down here in profit, respecting this minor resistance, right? So if you watch the Sunday markup, right, you realize it's the same textbook trade. As was going in an uptrend, break that trend line, but we have to wait for it to retest below the minor resistance, and it retested below there, creating a lower high, right? Creating a lower high right here, right? Creating a lower high, creating a lower high right here, and just entering the trade. Simple as that. I wish there could be some more technical way I could tell you to like make this sound like really nice and all of that, but it's just really plain and simple as that. If you look at my charts, they're just really clean and really nice, right? So let's go to the US30 and the German 30 to close out this video. All right, US30, right? So I'm looking at the US30 on the 1 hour time frame, right? And as I said, in the previous two markups on the previous 2 Sundays, right? Or I think it's even the previous 3 markups, right? US30 is not going anywhere right now. You see this little box that I draw right here? This is a consolidation phase. It's at a key resistance, right? So let's give US30 some time, guys, and allow US30 to play out the way it wants to play out. It's going to do one out of 2 things. It's either going to break this key resistance right here that I had, 29,582, and when it breaks the key resistance, it has to retest above the key resistance, right, and create a higher low before we can consider that it is now, right, in a continuous uptrend, right? Or it has to break its minor resistance right here at 26,343, right, and create a lower high below that before we can consider that it's in a downtrend. Right now, it's in this consolidation zone right here. This is a very dangerous place and order. I can't say it enough, right? We don't place orders at key resistance and key support. You have to identify what price is doing by confirming the basics of trading with higher lows or lower highs to confirm which trend price is currently in. All right, moving on to the German 30 to close out this video. G30, all right, so this played out how we wanted it to play out, right? So G30 is moving up and down in a nice trending fashion. So you guys can just simply take a break off the US30 and trade some German 30. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? So price was in this uptrend, same principle as the trades before, no rocket science, right? I tell you guys, this is simple, no rocket science, right? Price was in an uptrend, right? Broke that trend line, then it broke the minor resistance right here, retest, respected the minor resistance, and that is why we went in for the trade right here, and it went all the way in profit. All right? Very, very simple, right? All right, so that concludes my video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, right? So currently the stock market is not doing that well across the entire world, right? Still gonna have some financial statement breakdown for you guys coming soon, so you guys could just look out for that. But right now I'm doing a lot of focus on the currency market as well as the commodities market. So you guys can look up for some analysis on the commodities market as well, right? So don't forget to give me a follow on Instagram right here, where I post a lot of stuff that I might not post on YouTube. I show what's going on in my life daily, right? Hope you guys enjoy the video. Big up.